on Louisville's Whiskey Row,
It's all good news.
especially when it comes to bourbon. The United States Supreme Court ruled 6-3 to strike down tariffs imposed by President Trump last year.
And I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
The court ruled Trump's imposing of tariffs under an emergency powers law is unconstitutional, saying the taxation power is reserved for Congress.
This was an important case to me, more as a symbol of economic national security.
I think this is going to be a big win for bourbon. We've been talking about it for years of how tariffs are just never going to help the industry. In fact, it hurts us all the way down to the core.
Kenny Coleman, co-founder and chief operating officer of Pursuit Spirits, says tariffs have hit the company, even down to the smallest cap.
Every piece of cork in the world comes from Portugal, and we got hit with tariffs just being able to bring in cork. So even for raw goods, it hurts.
Even as cocktails are sold and bottles purchased, there's uncertainty of what the future will hold with these changes.
The news is still very recent, and we'll see how relevant it can be. You know how government's going to be, and they're going to be fighting tooth and nail to try to figure out what side is going to win at the end of the day.
President Trump plans to impose a new global 10% tariff under a law that has a 150-day restriction and has never been used to apply tariffs before. But even with the tariffs, Coleman says tourism remains strong on Whiskey Row. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 team on your side.
The Kentucky Distillers Association echoes Pursuit Spirits, telling us in part, quote, Kentucky bourbon is a shining example of how American industry can build economies, create jobs, and showcase our best across the globe. Our historic and homegrown industry is better positioned to do that when there is stability in the marketplace, free from uncertainty over tariffs, end quote.